everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Moore to the air. Release to the back. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Quarterback run game gives you numbers, but the Ducks always seem to have a guy who can really hurt you with his legs.
Yeah, they've always been smart to use those numbers to their advantage. Oregon football, when I think about them, I think about running quarterbacks. I think about them being one of the first ones to be willing to run the quarterback consistently. I would do it too. It gives you that advantage.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
The Ducks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Casper. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out of space.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Garcia. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Finding an escape route. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here comes the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Hauls it in. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide open spaces. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball so
takes the handoff. It's Hughes. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch called for and made. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry-up.
Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. The play-action fake. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the ground. He's got it again. It's a running room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, he's got some space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Takes the easy completion. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Moore to the air. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got some room headed to the goal line. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
42, Oregon, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Bernie on the Jets. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. Moore will throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not...
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommend, here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Skips away from pressure. Across the 25. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw up. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The sure hands, it's Singleton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norton.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Wolf. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help him dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Slams it ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Bulls.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's King. Takes a shot, working that left side. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back. First down. Got to play the whole field up. Scrambles around. Runs for a first down. New set of downs. New set of problems.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's looking to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Rutherford. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
To the air, it's Kane. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Fakes the grab down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Norton. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks.
He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USF.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's King. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Oh, a lot of space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Georgia Tech 17, South Florida 14.
Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Really nice play on the pick was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
That's what I'm talking about. What a clutch play. You had to have a play on defense. You needed to get the ball back to your offense, forcing the interception, forcing them to throw the football late in the game. Nice job by this defense. Let's give the offense a turn now.
To the ground at the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go hurry up here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Norton. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, South Florida. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's King. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rutherford. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. This time he's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
He's moving out of the pocket. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, some...